The difference between a 95% return player and a 99% return player, it all comes down to how to handle these tricky situations. Master these moderate to difficult hands, and you'll instantly leap ahead of 90% of players out there. If we haven't met before, I'm Smak, and on this channel I break down video poker to help you play smarter, lose less, and give yourself the best chance to walk away a winner. Today we're diving into Jacks or Better strategy, the intermediate level. These kind of hands that separate casual players from consistent ones. These are the exact techniques that sharpen your edge, and they even got the casino tightening up how video poker perks work. So let's dive in and start making better decisions with these tough hands. Keep in mind, I am no means an expert. I'm just learning along with you. So I will make some mistakes, but I will try my best and use all my brain power to calculate the best I can. The last level 2 video, we left off with 3885 credits, so we're continuing there. We're going all the way through the series. We started at 4,000, which is not too bad so far. Let's go ahead and jump in and see how we do. We're just warming up here, so hopefully they're not too hard right off the bat. Ace Jack, that's a pretty simple one. There is 3 to a straight flush, so maybe it's not as simple as I thought. Like I said, there's no warm-up hand for us here, so that gets a little rough. I am thinking it's going to be the straight flush draw. Yeah, since this isn't a heart, if this is a heart, we go the flush, or if this is a club or a spade, I think we'd stay this line. So yeah, I'm going to go with ace 3, 4 of hearts, thinking they're coming right at the gate for us. And we were correct. Oof. All right, so let me just show you how this works. Over here is EV, which is expected value. It's going to tell you which hand's best, second, third, fourth, and so on. Always the best is what we're going for, and the numbers indicate the differences. 0.1 is up to 2 credits. So we're betting technically, you could break it down to 125 credits, even though it shows 5, and then 2 credit difference. So it's not a huge difference if it's really close, but you still want to pick the optimal one, because the more you play, the more you save. And here we just want to play smarter, lose less. And here we're going to jump off with this hand, and this is a pretty simple one. It's a complete redraw. There's nothing there to even think about. And we did not hit on the redraw. Unfortunate. Sorry, we weren't on max there. We are now. Here we're going to go through and choose the jacks. They are a winning hand, so there's no reason to break it up. We don't want to hold any other cards because we want as many spots for more jacks as we can. 4 kings. And now we got 4s. Now the number is going to be odd down here, so it's going to drive my OCD crazy, but we're going to try to just deal with it. Here we go with the 4s. 2 pair. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that's an open-ended straight. It's much better than a redraw. Maybe not much better. I think it's like 1.8, where a redraw is around 1.7. So let's go through and do that. Okay, maybe it's much better. It's 1.8 for the redraw, 3.4. All right, I'm still getting into mode. Maybe I just won't try to predict EVs until I get a few more hands here. We got pocket 3s. It's always good to hold a pair, so we're going to hold these 3s, and hopefully we get a third. Or a pair of queens. We'll take that too. And here we have an ace, but we also have the 3, 5 of hearts. So since that does make up a straight flush, I believe it's a 3, 5. It is a double gapper. There's a 2 missing, there's a 4 missing. I don't believe the 2 helps in this situation, because then it would be a gut shot with an ace high. So I think it's going to be these 3. However, it could just be the ace. This is pretty close. And we got the first one, but we did not get the other. Looking over here, it's 2.64 to 2.32. So this is a decent difference. You want to make sure you're holding the ace, 3, 5 of hearts. I know a lot of people love going for straight flush draws, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But a lot of times the straight flush draw may not be the best hand, but in this one, it was. Here we have 10s, so that's pretty much going to be held. A pair is always very high, even if it's not a winning hand. And 10s, of course, we missed. 10s are not... they don't hit as much as every other pair. I still say that. And here we got a pair of 4s hiding in between some high cards. We want to make sure we hold those. There's the 10s. They'll give us 2 of them. We'll take it. Oh, that's beautiful start there. Now we're going to just close our eyes and hope for the next card. I'm going to need your help on this one. You picturing it? All right, here it comes. I'm going to blame you on that one. Try harder. All right, we're going to do the 3s here again. Nope. Right call, though. If we do make the wrong call, it will pop up and tell us. So keep that in mind. We're going to do ace queen. 2 high cards is really nice. We spike the queen on the end. We'll take it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? All right, we're going to do this, and the open ender is definitely better than a king high. If it was a gut shot, it would be the king instead, but since it's open-ended, we hold this. And strike out. Ace only on this one. Ace 10 isn't good enough, so we're not going to hold the 10. Usually king 10 is where it's questionable, and ace 10 it's not. And we have ace king of clubs we hit, but that's about all of our royal flush dreams there. Here we're going to do ace jack. Nothing else to really look at. And again, you can see the EV up here. We made the right choice. Holding a jack is also good, and ace is very good, but ace jack is going to be the best because you always want to hold 2 high cards when you can, and there's not a pair. Here we have 3 high cards, so we're still just going to hold 2. I'm pretty sure. The ace kind of gets in the way because there's nothing above the ace, so the ace isn't as strong as a king queen by itself. And there we go. We could see king queen was 2.4 and holding all 3 was 2.28. Now keep in mind this is for jacks or better 9-6. You can look at the full house and the flush and see the 9-6. We're going to do other denominations at other times. This site that I use is down below if you want to check it out, and it does have all different types of pay tables. If you want, I could do a dedicated video showing you all the options because there's a lot with this site. Give you a little more. If you're interested, I'm an affiliate. It does help me out. The link's down below, and you can just play this portion for free without purchasing anything. However, if you want the pro trainer with the EV on the side, that's $13.99 a month. I really think it's awesome to have, especially even just for 1 month, just to go through and get really good at it. And then you could take a break or, keep going. Here we got 4 high cards here, and it is also open-ended. So a 9 or ace would hit it. I see I've got this hand wrong before because it's a replay, so the only thing I could think of is I held king queen by mistake, or maybe I'm supposed to hold king queen. But I'm gonna think that I held king queen by mistake, and let's draw. All right, good. That's probably what I did. 2.9, 4.3, so big difference. We have to remember this is an open ender here as well, so that gives it even extra EV. So right choice there. And here we'll do the ace. Spike that. 2 pair. Again, always check here. Make sure you're reading it, because if I would have went really fast and not paid attention, I might have just selected the kings. But we want to get this full house like we just did. One day that'll work. And 4 spades, we're going to go through and go for the flush. This reminds me of something that happened to me this weekend. I'm going to tell you that story in a moment. Let's see if we get the flush. Oof. All right, quick story here. I went to that adult place where you play those video games. You know what I'm saying? I got to watch how I word things sometimes in these videos. And did really good. You could see here by the picture that's a 9-0 bet, which is pretty crazy. And then I went and took 20 of that and threw it in the machine next to me and did 3.00s, and it over 200 free games, which is just insane. That ended up being 578. And then I did a few more after that because it was hot. And then I hit this one for 450. That's just crazy. Now, I did try some other stuff. I did try video poker. I did Ultimate X 5-handed 25, which would be 7.50 altogether. And with that, I went through 80 without hitting anything. But then I went over to Game King and I sat and played some video poker. And I hit this hand, and I'm wondering, comment down below, let me know what you would have done with this. This is a dealt hand, and I want to know what you would have done. I'll go through and reply to the first one. Please make sure to refer to this as the dealt hand at the adult place where we play games. And yeah, I just don't want any videos getting, you know, flagged. So anyway, here we go. Let's go on. Here we got 2 pair here, 7s and 8s. And 1 point, and it's 12.9 opposed to 10. And there we go again. Let's try again. Concentrate harder this time. I need you here. There you go. There you go. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. Nice work. Here we got the 4 7s, and we are almost back to where we started in video 1. Nice hand to come out the gate here. Kings and 2s. You want to make sure you hold both and hit that full house. These are getting a bit hot here. Here we got a pair, so let's roll with it. Nothing there. Dynamic replay. This is going to be 5s over open-ended. Yes. 5s over open-ended. Final answer. Yes, so 5s is 4.1 and open-ended is 3.4. I got that wrong before, so remember, open-ended is better than a high card, but not better than a pair. That's kind of how I got it a little tripped up, so I just kind of wanted to make that known to you. We got the winning hand. We're definitely holding the queens and get 2 more. Next time. Here we got 9s. Let's hold them and let's roll the dice. There we go. We'll take that. I feel a difficult one coming. Here, I'm pretty sure it's King Jack as opposed to, remember, when there's 3 high cards, you want to hold 2, unless it's Jack, Queen, King. So this is Ace, King, Jack. Ace is on the top. There's nothing above it, so we want the King, Jack. Oh, so close. Last card messed us up here. But you can see here 2.417 is the right hold there. That's a tricky one. I can see a lot of people getting that wrong. So make sure you go through and look at these. Remember, these numbers hold up, but they only hold up after you play so many times. In the beginning, it might go one way or the other, but in the long run, you're going to go through and be best holding a Jack King. Wow, that was looking very beautiful. And we have not yet hit this hand that I'm about to. Are we going to this time? No. But still, obvious hand to hold right there. Very, very strong. The 10 definitely comes along because you got 2 other. When there's 3, it's pretty strong to go for it. Even though the odds of hitting it with 3 are really low, it's still worth going for it. The odds of getting a royal flush on this machine is about 1 in 40,000, just to kind of give you an idea. So you need to play a lot till you hit it. As I know. Pocket 10s, I mean pair of 10s, let's hold them. The hold'em is always on my mind. I used to play Texas Hold'em a lot, and because of that I say pocket all the time. I have edited it out a lot and tried to get rid of it, but it's still sticking there. Jack, Queen, King, this is when you do hold all 3, when they're all not suited and they're all different suits, you hold these 3. And there you go, 2.576. And yeah, nice. If you would make a mistake there, the best mistake to make would be just to hold Jack Queen. But here, 3 high cards, we'll take it. That's a nice sound. We will hold the kings and go for it. Got another one. I feel like we're gonna get above here. Can we get above? A dynamic replay. That means I messed this up. All right. From the other hand, we know 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10 is weaker than 8s. So it's not the straight open-ended. So that means it's either the 8s or the 7, 8, 10. Since the 10 has a gap, I'm going to think it's the 8s. Remember, a pair is very powerful. Pair, powerful. Let's do it. All right. I didn't hit, but I got it right, which is my main goal here. 4.11 versus 3.4 on the open-ended. Very nice. I'm not going to say that I haven't gotten it wrong yet, because when I say that, it happens. So we're not going to say that. Wait, did I technically just say that? Oh, no. Ace. Now I have to double check everything. Again, this should be an easy one. It's not the gut shot. It is Jack, Queen, King. Remember, when there's a straight and it's missing a card, not strong in this game. Jack, Queen, King. Let's do it. Lock it in. Oh, I was wrong. 2.5 versus 2.6. Okay, the gut shot is usually always wrong, but I guess it's not when it's 9, Jack, Queen, King. I guess if you hit a Jack, a Queen, a King, you're good. If you hit a 10, you got the straight. I jinxed it. I told you I jinxed it. Once I said that, I was like, wait, does that count? That counted. And right there, yep. All right, here we go. We got 5. No help. Oh, 2 pair. I almost missed the 8s because they were on the other sides, but after I hit the kings, I glanced up to see what's blinking. 2 pair. And again, on the machine, it also tells you in the center here in words. But I always like looking at the chart to verify. That looked like it, but it was not. What do we got here? Do we have ace queen or queen 10? I'm gonna go ace queen on this one. If this queen was a jack of diamonds, I would hold jack 10 over the ace. But since it's not, pretty sure it's ace queen. But then again, ace is at the top of the range. You know what? I'm gonna take another moment on this one. I'll edit out the dead air, don't worry. The worst thing is I know about this one. I know this one. I can't think of what it was. Something in my head is telling me to take queen 10. Something, my poker voice is saying go it to queen 10. So we're going. And I should have listened to my brain instead. But this is a very, very small mistake. Out of 1.25, it would be only 0.02 every time. So that's not awful. It's close, but I should have listened to my first instinct. Ace, queen. Okay, live and learn. I'll probably do that 100 more times. Okay, there we go. Can we do it again? Can we do it again? Let's see. Oof. We'll still take it. And by far, you definitely don't want those other 2 cards here because you want every chance on that last one. We got our snowmen here in the middle of August. Let's see what we got. Nope, they've melted. All right. Easy one there. Just kind of paid for itself. 4, 5, 8. Yes, I remember this one. Double gapper, straight flush draw does beat a redraw. We got the 6, no 7 though. And you can see up here where we were at. This one's gonna be a 3s. for sure. Also, if you're interested, I make 3 extra members only videos for each game. They're all an hour long, and I finish each one with like a speed round just to show how long I can go without making a mistake. If you want to check them out, you just join as a member. I already have 2 published, and after this video, I'm doing the 3rd one. So when you see level 3 out, that means the 3rd one is out in the members section as well. You also get some really cool emotes and badges as well. Really, really cool. Not to mention, I'm considering doing some streams, and that might be fun. Threes. 2 pair. 4. Nope. I tried the golf thing. Guess I should stick with poker. All right. Let's get it. This is an easy one. Oh, let's go. Look at that. Look at that. We're up. Oh, let's go. 3 9s. Great video. Have we had a really difficult hand? We are about 22 minutes in, so I'm hoping we got a really difficult hand for the thumbnail. Maybe I had one and I'm just not sure. Guess the ace queen wasn't too bad, but wow, that's a monster too. I'm thinking we're gonna have a really hard one coming up, so I'm gonna wait. Gut shot here is not worth it. Redraw. There you go. Gut shot was 1.7 and the regular was 1.78. And this was the redraw. And 3 to a flush beats an ace high card. So 3 to the flush here. Wow, 7 and 9. That's so odd. There's my odd joke for the day. And we're gonna do ace only. Ace only again. Come on, give me a tough one. Oh, I asked for it, didn't I? Didn't I just ask for it? I asked for it. So, I think I know what the odds are here. I think you hold the winning hand. Ace, king, queen. So we would need the 10 jack. 3 to a flush is where it starts, or 3 to a royal is where it starts getting a little rough. And I have not had a hand similar to this, I don't believe. Do we break it up? I don't think we do. I think it's the queens. I know everyone's screaming right now, hold the ace, king, queen of clubs. I'm screaming it too in my own mind. Let me just take a little moment to think about it more. I think this is going to be the thumbnail. It's not about being wrong, but I really don't want to be wrong. Yeah, it's completely about me being wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I'm going to go with the queens. I think it's going to be close, but I think the queens are pushing through because they're a winning hand. Oh, I did it. 7.6 on the queens. Royal was 6.8. So a mistake would be, that's 8. So you'd lose 16 out of 125 every time. Okay. Right move. Tough play. All right, we are back. Let's do the ace jack. Beautiful. 4 to a flush. Let's do it. Ah. We've had pretty good luck so far, so I feel like it will kind of slide the opposite way for a bit. We're gonna hold KJ. Aces. And this is a replay. I see it. The straight flush draw. Definitely going for that. over the ace king. And you can see here 2.7 versus 2.3 on that one. So the straight flush draw, even though it's double gapper, it's better than the ace king. Aces seem to be a little weaker than the rest of the cards in this game. Now we have a straight flush draw, so we're going to hold that with the ace. Almost hit it, the 8 got in the way. Wow. I think it's the jacks, but this is going to be a tough one for me. You're already winning. There's no straight draw. It's only a flush draw. Yeah, I think I've had this hand similar before. I think it's jacks. Yeah, because you're already winning and you can improve, and the flush is not winning, and there's a lot of cards you can miss on. So here's the jacks 7.6, and the flush is all the way at the bottom with 5.9, which 5.9 is not bad, but since you already are winning, you don't want to lose that. And we didn't just win 5, we won 15 total. So that we improved by triple on that one. So that's awesome. And we got these 8s hiding in this sea of red. Let's go ahead and hold those. Right? Let me take a second. You do have the 9, 10 of hearts for the straight flush. Still think it's the 8s though. A pair is powerful. Yep, so 4.1, and the straight flush was 3.1, so right move there. Queen only. Let's get that queen. King. We're gonna hold the king jack here, suited. Awesome, we hit the queens. Quick shout out, 818 MT09. Thank you again for the $5 thank you. That was awesome. I never got that on this channel before. Meant a lot, and I really do appreciate it. So just want to go through and give you a shout out and say thank you. Jack queen. Oh, almost. The 5 kind of got in the way there. Yeah, we know how strong almosts are, right? Almost hit that royal, just a suit off. Ace 2, 5 of spades. Spaded it. Almost. Definitely the right hold there. Very close. Okay, so King 10 is usually the hold in my mind, and I'm still not 100% on this, unless there's another club. If there's another club, then you just hold the king, because that's one less of your odds. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. This is just what's been working for me, and it's not right now, so I still don't understand this King 10. Look how close this is. Now it's saying you hold it, because before it was saying it was showing that if there was 3 to the same thing and you held King 10, it was the opposite way. So this is such a minute mistake, though. You can see here it's even saying 0, so it's so small that it probably doesn't even matter. I would say just go with whatever you're feeling. If you can understand why this keeps happening, let me know. I feel like the odds are just swaying in one way or the other. And nada. Here we'll do Jack Queen. Tens. Yeah, I think out of every single hand I've played, that's the only one that I'm questioning so far, is the king and the king 10. Everything else I think I've been through and I know how to deal with, except that one. Jacks. We'll do a pair of 3s here. Ah, no improvement. Well, I want to stay above. Stay above. Thank you. All right. In bonus poker, this would be huge if we got another one and a low card. Let's see if we can get another one. Nah, but 3's still good. 3's great. We'll take it. That's 3 hands. Here we got the 9s on each side. Right hold there. Here we got fives over 3 diamonds and fives over an overcard. Replay, it's probably the flush, straight flush here. Yep, straight flush over the queen. I think we had that one earlier. Eights. If this would have been a heart, this would have been a better example, but this is a diamond, so not as difficult. This is level 2. Next video after this, you are going to be seeing level 3. I'm excited. Are you excited? Here we have pocket fives against a flush. Flush draw is huge. And yes, pairs are powerful, but flush draw flips it. I don't know. We're going to go through with the hearts. And we're going to get that heart there. You can see here 5.74 versus 4.11. So nice difference there. We made the right move and we even hit the hand. Here we got the sixes. It would be amazing to end this series up altogether, I'm telling you, but it's gonna be tough. We got a lot of hands to play yet. Here we got sixes. We'll take 3 of a kind, and we got the jack. And it did not give back. We'll do a jack again, and don't worry, I won't rhyme anymore. I don't want people to unsubscribe. Aces. Let's see more. King Jack. This is our 80th hand. Got a pair of jacks. I think we're gonna go for the straight flush over the overcard. That was correct. Let's see here, 2.6 versus 2.37. And I believe it's these two, but it could be that too. Let me think about it. I know it was a gut shot when it was the 10 we needed, but if it's the king, I don't think it is. So if we don't go for the gut draw, we wouldn't hold 3, we'd hold 2. So it's either all 4 of these or these 2, and I'm pretty on the fence. I'm gonna say it's Jack Queen, and I'm wrong. It's all 4. 2.66 versus 2.44. Missing a king on the gut shot, still worth going for it. So I think it's basically telling me, you know, when the gut shot is 10 and up, it's a little more powerful than if it's 9 and down. So we gotta keep that in mind. Here we have the kings. Let's go for it. There we go. Let's hit this. Or not. 7, 8, 9, 10. Open-ended, definitely on a redraw. Oh, that was not even close. Let us sweat it a bit. All right, we got 4s here. I almost said the word, but we got a pair of 4s. Let's see if we can get more. No luck there. Winning hand. Just gonna grab this one. And get one more. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Here we have the pair of 9s. Not to get confused by 5, 7, 9. I won't say it, I already used my odd joke for the day. We will hold the 9s. And that was correct. So we hit 2 pair here. If you look over here, 5, 7, 9 was at 2.1, and what we held was 4.1. Powerful pair. All right, I'm assuming the queen is in here, or the 8 is in here, especially since it's a replay. I think we had this one earlier. However, my brain is running out, so we're gonna say this was it. And it was. So 3.2 versus 3.0, just holding the queen jack. You do miss out on the royal by doing that, but you have a good chance of getting a straight flush draw. 3, 4, 5, 6 over the ace. 3 6s. Do that. 3 6s. Nice. We'll take it. That keeps us up. And a pair of 6s. See if we can turn it into another trio. Ace Jack. And we spike the Jack. Ace Queen on this one. Oh, I thought it was a full house, but it's not. 2 pair. We're gonna go through and get it right now though. Let's complete it. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, we'll do about 4 more hands. I'll put us exactly at 100. Aces. Jack 10 on this one. Jack 10 strong. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? How comes every time we get close to the end of the video, we almost hit a monster hand? Like, that could have been the ace, that could have been the 9. We've not had a straight flush, and we've not had a royal flush so far this series. Oof. And we gotta do this again. Go for this straight flush. And no. Last hand, we're gonna do 7s and see if we can go through and spike another. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and going through this training. If you made it this far, you're champion. Comment champion down below and I'll know you made it this far. And if you're looking for more training, like I said, I do have my members section if you're interested, or if you just want to try this, the link's down below. Again, you can try for free. Paid gives you the pro. And let's end this with more than 2 7s. We did not. However, we started with 38.85 and we're ending with 40.98. Awesome. We got 2 more videos in this series and they're going to be level 3. I will see you then. I'm excited. Let me know how you did down below.